In this video, we will show you how to bleed the brakes on your Jeep Grand Cherokee. Make sure you have some brand new DOT3 brake fluid and some parts cleaner. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have the proper materials. We want to have some brand new brake fluid, and we also need to have some parts cleaner. Before we start opening up the brake fluid reservoir here, you want to make sure you clean down the upper area to make sure there's no miscellaneous debris that could fall inside your braking system. We'll carefully open up the cap by turning it counterclockwise. Lift this up and away from our face just in case any fluid makes its way out. A quick inspection of the seal, of course. Set that aside. Continuing from here, we have to remove all the brake fluid from inside of the master cylinder. To do that, you can use a fluid extraction tool. We'll make our way down inside here, remove as much of this fluid as possible. Let's see if there's any more in here. Okay, I think that's about all we're going to get out of this. Now it's time for our brand new brake fluid. You can either use DOT3 or DOT4 for this. We'll top this off up to the maximum line. We can continue on bleeding the brakes, starting at the right rear. Get the cap on here before we continue on. Once you've safely raised and supported and removed your wheel, on the passenger side rear, we're going to be focusing on the caliper. Typically along the backside, you're going to find a bleeder screw cover. Behind that is a bleeder screw. We need to make sure we have a collection receptacle so we can recycle all of our fluid properly. It's time to bleed the brakes. To be able to do this, we want to have our collection receptacle attached to this or at least underneath it. We'll continue on by pumping up the brakes first. We'll have a second person inside the vehicle doing this. Once they pump the brakes and hold it, they're going to let me know. I'll open up the bleeder screw. We're going to watch fluid make its way out of here. Once it stops and the pedal's on the floor, I'm going to close this. The person inside the vehicle will continue this process until we have clean fluid making its way out. Go ahead and pump up that brake pedal, please. We'll watch right along here. Got fluid coming out. You can tell that's very dirty. Go ahead and pump up the brake. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump, please. Now on that last pump, I could tell that I had clean fluid and I had no air bubbles making its way out. Let's just do this one more time just to confirm, and then we can move along to the driver's side rear. Go ahead and pump, please. Let's close that off, make sure it's nice and tight. Remove our collection receptacle. Go ahead and clean up your mess, and we'll make our way to the driver's side rear as I mentioned. It's clean, we'll reinstall our cover. Get our cover off of here already. Using our 10mm. Go ahead and pump up that brake pedal, please. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. All right, one last time here. Go ahead and pump, please. Make sure that's tight. Remove your collection receptacle, clean your mess, reinstall your cover. After that, make your way up under the hood and top off your master cylinder with clean DOT3 brake fluid. Okay, let's have a quick look here. We want to be up to the maximum line. Now from that master cylinder, we're making our way to the passenger side front now, repeating the process. For the front bleeder screw, you'll be using an 11mm rather than the 10 that you used in the rear. We've got this attached. Go ahead and pump up the brake pedal, please. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. As you can tell, we have clean fluid making its way out, no air bubbles. One more time here to confirm. Go ahead and pump, please. We'll close this off, clean up our mess, reinstall our cover. Let's make our way to the driver's side front. Get our wrench on here, collection receptacle. Go ahead and pump, please. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. Okay, we had clean and clear fluid. One last time here just to confirm. Go ahead and pump. Perfect. Okay, you can release. Thank you. Get this off of here. Once again, clean up our mess. Make sure it's nice and tight. Let's make our way back to the master cylinder. Okay, let's make our way up here one last time. Fluid's a little low. We'll top it off with our clean .3 brake fluid. Just check that level a little more. Reinstall your cap. Clean your mess. At this point, we finished the manual bleed of our braking system. If you had replaced your master cylinder or your ABS unit, you want to make sure you use a scan tool. In the scan tool, you need to continue on with an ABS brake bleeding sequence. After completing that, it's also a good idea to recomplete a manual bleed one last time. Top off your master cylinder, reinstall your wheels, and torque those to 130 foot-pounds, and then take it for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.